really, really quickly. This is Moni Israel, Solonomics 101 Live Project. I did a video hour or so ago, but really quickly though, because as I was doing my wind down and looking through my news feed to see what's going on, I couldn't miss this opportunity before I forget to bring an up-to-date news story of something that actually just happened in 2019. Many people will say she's reading those old books. That has nothing to do with now, X, Y, and Z. So, for the sake of putting it on record, at seeing how we were reading narratives of melanated people, but also seeing how this culture, the original sin of the West, is still very present. I couldn't miss the opportunity to bring you this news story. So bear with me while I bring you this news story really quickly. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to share my screen. I know some people are going to come in after, but it's all good. All right. All right, here we go. Racist tirade caught on video costs Hamden school employee her job. This is today, this afternoon. I believe this incident happens on Friday. It's very real and present, this discussion that we're having and getting an accurate picture. But let me just continue. East Haven. I used to live out in New Haven. So Hamden, I'm kind of familiar with Hamden, right? East Haven. A New Haven resident and Hamden Public School employee resigned after she used racial epithets in an encounter with two people of color at a grocery store, in an incident shared in a video Friday night that thousands of Facebook users have reposted. And here's the video on Facebook. For some reason, when I play it from here, it won't let it. So I'm gonna play the sound from my cell phone and let you hear it. So as a matter of fact, let me let you hear it right now. Without further ado, let's take a listen, shall we, to the racial epithets. Hold on. Let me put it from the beginning. Make it. Okay.
Kids like that motherfucker. Call the cops. He threatened me. What? It's not even working. What? It's threatened. That's why you did it. Did he say? I'll stay down. Eric. Put your hands on me. Come on. Eric. Put your hands on me. Put them on me. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You motherfucker. You motherfucker. Fuck you, nigger. Eric, motherfucker.
All right, please excuse the language. I should have warned you ahead, but I did say retro epithet. Please definitely excuse the language. She hurled a number of MFs at the individual. We don't know what led up to this. I'm gonna continue reading, but if you didn't hear it through all the yelling, to me it looked like she needed some medication. But she called him MF on a number of occasions, and then she jeered him to do something or put hands on her. And then he advised her to call the police. And then she said that you're an N or a ninja in East Haven. And then she proceeds to spit on the ground on more than one occasion. So we're going to continue. This just happened. This is not like, oh, this is a long time ago. No. This happened on Friday. The video shows a white woman whom Superintendent Jody Gola has identified as former Hamden Public School employee Corrine Terran using racial slurs. A statement from the school district said Tehran has resigned from her position. According to the district's website, Tehran was a clerk in the central office. In footage posted by a user whose profile name was Tatiana Wynn, Tehran yells the N-word 3 times and spits at 2 people, a melanated or so-called black man and woman. It is unclear how the encounter began. After her use of the racial epithet, the man appears to rush towards Tehran, who taunts, quote, "Put your hands on me, come on," end quote. Or give thanks to the creator for cell phones these days, okay? And pulls out her phone to begin recording. It's too late, lady, you're already on record. The man then appears to quickly knock the device from her hand and does not make further physical contact based on what is visible on the footage. Yeah, he boxed the phone out of her hand. That's what made her even more mad. When the man slowly walks away, Tehran hurries after him, and the so-called black man or woman steps in between them. According to the Facebook post, the video was filmed at East New Haven ShopRite. Many of the thousands of comments it has received express support for the melanated or black individuals and outrage towards Tehran. Tehran's New Haven's home was quiet on Saturday afternoon, and no one appeared to be inside because you know the news was going to go over there. By that time, a black next door neighbor had heard about the video and was surprised because she's usually a good neighbor. The man who declined to be identified said he never see Tehran exhibit racist behavior and that his grandchildren often played with her children. By the way, her 2 children were standing there. See the 2 children standing there? Oh, let me see. This video is looping without the sound. Let me go back. The 2 children are right here. The 2 children that she's carrying on like that in front of, look at them looking. The older one is looking like, The younger one is all curled up looking crazy. Like, what in the world? She's like, come on. So even without the sound, the Euro dude is like, they're trying to calm it down. So she looks like a live wire. She's back again. There she goes. There she goes. She's hurling racial epithets. And she's cursing them out. Come on, camera person, have the camera good. And then at one point she spits. Actually, at 2 points she spits. There it goes. She spits. That's disgusting, dude. You just spit in the store. So this attitude, this level of indifference about a relationship that her ancestors forcibly involved. That's why I call it. This is why I call it what I call it, which is looking at this domestic violence situation. That's vitriol. Like, that's hatred that she had to have, because where did all that come from? But I'll continue. So the melanated neighbor was like, she's in a bad situation, the man says. The man said he's been living next to Tehran for more than 8 years, and she's been a, quote, excellent neighbor, end quote. She's always been the sweetest woman in the world, the man said. The sweetest woman? Like, what? Who have you seen? Like, if she was the sweetest woman, where is that from? Several neighbors said police were at Tehran's home early in the day. East New Haven Police Sergeant or Lieutenant Joseph Murgo released a statement saying the department, quote, is aware of the disturbing video and hate speech contained in it, end quote, but that no complaint has been filed. Quote, we are in touch with ShopRite and are looking to get better understanding of what took place Friday night, end quote, the statement said. The statement asks anyone involved in the incident to contact the East Haven Police Department. Quote, we have a lot of avenues to go down if somebody were to reach out to us, end quote. Murgo said, we want somebody to come forward if they were present Friday night. If Tehran were charged, Murgo continued, police would base the offense on the complainant's statement. Though she could face many possible charges, the minimum being breach of peace, spitting and considered a form of assault. So yeah, she spit more than one time. The Hamden School District posted a statement about the incident on its website. Quote, we have become aware of footage that appears to show an employee in our distinct district engaged in abhorrent conduct. Specifically, the video appears to show the employee repeatedly calling the African-American man the N-word in a supermarket in East Haven, the statement says. The video also appears to show the Hamden employee spitting at the aforementioned African-American male as he was walking away from the employee. It also appears that the employee's children witnessed her conduct. Because her children were present, the school administrations filed see, they went there. They filed a DCF report, because that's like Yeah, that's OD. Wow, I didn't even know. Ooh, ooh. Okay, in an email, Karen Kaplan, Hamden Public School Director Program, Innovative Technology and Communications, wrote, the woman, quote, has been separated from employment effective immediately because they don't want no heat from it. And this is happening more and more. The language the employee used in the video is in conflict with the values of the Hamden Public School System. The district statement said, someone who will use that sort of language in any setting, whether public or private, is not someone we want anywhere near our kids. There, because she OD'd. The employee is separated from service, and we hope that her children will receive the support they need after witnessing such a traumatic event. And you can read the rest. It's just a little bit more, but you can definitely read what happened. This is not the first time we're seeing this, and in recent days, it's going really quickly. I actually saw a judge lashing out today against the EMT worker who has a podcast, who, according to the judge, shares really racist type as he called it, comedy. And this EMT worker is actually in there arguing with this judge about the validity of his free speech and being able to be a public servant and being, this level of what some would call, the judge called him a racist. And so that was interesting to see. And so later on, I didn't share that one, and then I seen this one, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna have to share this. So yeah, I just wanted to come quickly. I'll put the link in the box. Hold on one second. I'll put the link in the box. And now I'm really, 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 really gonna get off this computer. Hold on. Oh, wait. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything before I sign out. Let me know if you saw this story. Let me know. Hey, Israelite man, not surprised for that area, right, Sue? That's East Hampton. Like I'm saying, that's yeah. But she went over the top with that. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't some little what's going on, Chris? That wasn't like, oh, she mumbled it on her breath. Like she went into full on confrontation mode. For those who just joined us, I'll put the link in the box so you can look at the video. It is disturbing. The language is disturbing. But again, I wanted to show it because it links the reality between the very foundation of this country and what is still happening in 2019. It didn't go anywhere. These indifferences, this resentment. So when we talk about it now being turned on each other from one melanated person to another melanated person, and then you have other people who are still feeling indifferent, it makes it for a very problematic environment. We really need to come to the table and really discuss and respectfully see what's going on. You know what I mean? They need some healing down to the very, very core of their soul. You know what I mean? But with that said, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We'll talk again.